He and his farm show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. We're having ourselves a good day today. We're back at Radio Center. Terry Henne along with Jonathan Dent. Nice to see you back here, John.
Yeah, it's good to be back in the studio again.
Yeah, for the first time, we were actually out on location together and had a pretty good time with the Great Lakes Bay Area's Economic Club. Had a chance to talk a little bit about agriculture, something that we do every day on the air, but had a chance to touch on a few things that normally we don't have a chance to talk about, especially the history of agriculture. So it was fun. It was fun to talk to all those folks. And quite frankly, John, you never really realize when you're sitting here and you got a microphone in front of you, you have no idea who you're talking to and how many.
Absolutely.
All we know is, yeah, there's a lot of them out there, because if we mess up, we hear it from all over the place. But so it's nice. It's really nice just to be able to talk to some folks face to face and have the opportunity to do that and spread the word about how vital agriculture is here to not only the Great Lakes Bay Area, but also the state of Michigan and, quite frankly, the world, because we still are the producers of the food. We do feed the world out there, and it's nice to have that. Nice to have that feeling that you're doing something very productive. And as far as Mother Nature is concerned, she gave us a little bit of moisture over the past couple of days. Some of you a little bit more maybe than what you wanted, if you've already been getting rain. And I did notice again over in the Midland area and areas to the west, yesterday they picked up another 1/4 of an inch or so. And now this morning, I'm looking at northern Michigan. For the most part, they're getting some rain shower activity, a little bit heavier in the west central part of the Lower Peninsula as we speak right now. And all that activity is going to be inching its way toward us. But right now, we've got sun. Temperatures trying to warm up a little bit. What do you have?
Well, they're trying to warm up, but if that rain comes to fruition, maybe they'll cool off again. But right now, we're at 63 at the airport, 66 in downtown Midland, and here in Radio Center, we're at 65. So definitely cooler than what we've been seeing over the past couple weeks.
Yeah, our high yesterday was only 68, but fortunately for us, the low yesterday was 52. So overall, it wasn't really that bad of a day. We were a little bit below average. 75 is where we should be. 53 is our average low. Now, today we're going to work our way up to about 71 degrees. We're looking for partly cloudy skies, but there is going to be that chance of a spotty sprinkle here and there as we go through the afternoon. We've got a low pressure system in Canada and eastern sections of Ontario province. And with that counterclockwise circulation, it's drafting some of the precipitation from the west, or I should say the East Coast. East Coast has been slammed with some very heavy rains and strong storms over the last 24 hours. And in some cases, they have been reporting 2.5 inches of rain an hour in parts of heavily populated areas. So there's been some flooding over in that part of the country. And that low is going to continue to generate some pretty heavy rains over New England as we go through the remainder of the day. We're getting the backlash. So some of you could pick up 1/10, maybe 2/10 of an inch. But for us here in the immediate Great Lakes Bay Area, I'm not anticipating anything like that at all. Spotty sprinkle is what we're calling it. That's going to continue into the nighttime hours. It is going to taper off, a low of 54. Sun will set this evening at 7:50. Rise tomorrow morning at 7:15. Tomorrow, warmer, 74 for a high. A little bit better chance of seeing an all-day sun. High pressure over the Tennessee Valley is going to begin to dominate our weather. Right now, it's over Minnesota. So that in combination with the low is what's generating the cooler temperatures. And again, that chance of some precipitation. Tomorrow night's low, about 51. Then on Thursday, warmer still, 78. Mostly sunny skies. Friday, partly cloudy. We cracked the 80-degree mark once again. 82 for a high on Friday. 86 at least for a high on Saturday. 82 for a high on Sunday. Forecasts are varying right now. There is going to be a chance, and will be slight, of some precipitation on Sunday night or early Monday morning. And again, early Monday morning, there might possibly be some precipitation around, but I really look for it to be pretty scattered. Long range outlook, because we're going to be looking at 80s on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The above average temperature trend is going to continue all the way through at least the 26th of the month. As far as precipitation goes, slightly above average, but not that much. I want to say average for this time of the year, precipitation wise, during that period of time. Record high in the state is 94. It was set way back in 1909. The record low 36, set in 1964. And a year ago, we picked up a quarter of an inch. 67 was our high, 59 was our low. Incidentally, the record precipitation on this date was set a year ago. We had a little bit better than 1 1/10 inch of rain. And again, that was a record amount of precipitation for a September the 13th. Nothing like what we have seen in the past, September the 10th and the 11th, where we picked up all sorts of rain during that period of time back in 1986. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Who do we have standing by, John?
For our market report, we're going to have Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons up first.
All right, but first, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese. They purchase your local soybeans, process the local beans, and market local Exceller meal, which is a high bypass soybean meal for your dairy herd. They've been doing that since 1991. And don't forget, coming up on Thursday, they're going to be over at Biggio's. That's in, let me see. Yeah, it is. It's going to be in Kingston. For some reason, I had another name written down here, but I remember.
I thought you had said Kingston.
Yeah, because I was out there yesterday to take a look. Beautiful facility out there. Biggio's. It's just gorgeous. Brand new building. Jeff Laverty is still inviting. He will take reservations, but definitely he does want reservations so he can plan on how many people to feed. They're going to be talking about soybean producer risk management, organic soybean market, Michigan Soybean Association update, and Ohio Lake soybean market. They're going to be talking about all that stuff. And as we said, lunch will be served. So you're going to have a great opportunity to network with your local agricultural industry and learn the latest about the soybean market during the Producer Day event in Kingston. This first time they've ever done it out there, and undoubtedly they're going to be doing it again in the future, but it's coming up this Thursday. So for more information, just give Jeff a call, or you can go to qualityroasting.com and check it out there. Are we ready with Melinda Sweeney?
We are. Melinda Sweeney now joining us from the Andersons for this Tuesday market report. Good morning, Melinda.
Good morning.
Well, I'll tell you, we had quite a report yesterday. I guess I just need to get, first of all, as I understand it, we're not going to have as good a soybean crop or corn crop than what we had last year. But as far as the soybeans go, it was still, the projection is still above the market projection of what folks were thinking it was going to be. Am I correct on that?
I'm not quite sure on that. I feel like the USDA definitely cut yield and acres for they cut acres for corn and beans. They cut the corn yield, and they didn't do as much on beans. They lowered the yield from 51.9 to 50.5 bushels per acre, and corn from 174.5, I believe, to 172.5, or 174.7 to 172.5. So with that and changing acres has definitely changed the carryout and our ending stock value at the end of the year. But they also changed demand too. There's a lot of eyes kind of all over the world right now on what could happen. They're still talking about South America having a record bean crop, Russia having a record wheat crop as that comes into intuition, and South America is just getting going planting their corn. So from an overall standpoint, our supply is down, and I don't believe people are expecting it to be down as hard as it was.
So we're dealing with a lot of uncertainty when it comes to being able to sell our crop, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's still all the factors we've been talking about all year are still in play, right? There's the global economy, recession, trade deals. What happens, if China's demand is down? What does that do to the bean crop? With our renewable diesel plants coming online, that definitely drives our bean demand in the United States and helps us out. But there's so many factors playing into the decision today that we're in a supply market right now, but we probably move back to a demand-driven market. And what does that do to prices today? I mean, the mental game of $7 corn and $15 beans is huge. The market definitely gave us close to that yesterday. It hit 702 for January, March, May futures. So when you're looking at the futures board at that, it's definitely a mental set. Corn is down 3 and beans are down 4, with wheat up 11 today. Mostly it's just kind of a correction from yesterday for the wheat board, as wheat was down 16, beans were up 75, and wheat was up 10 yesterday. So it's kind of a mixed board trying to figure out where the market should be.
Yeah, I saw that 70-some figure at the close of trade, and that kind of set me back just a little bit. I'm looking at this and I go, wow, I haven't seen a move like that in quite a while.
Yeah, it's been a few months, but I don't know if that's a good. I mean, it's a good thing it went up, but it can go down just as quickly. It was a pretty exciting day in the bean market yesterday.
Yeah, it sure was. So right now, where are we situated?
Yeah, nearby corn, we're at 639. Same as for new crop. And then for January corn, we're at 663. First half SEP beans, so really through the end of the week, we're at $15.61. New crop beans, $14.31. Red wheat, for new crop of 23, $8.33, and white wheat at $8.83.
All right. Thank you very much for your expertise. We appreciate it. Are we going to talk to you again a little bit later this week?
Yep, you'll have me on Thursday.
I'll have you on Thursday. You take care. Have a good one.
You too.
Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. Doug Klein next, John?
Yes, indeed. We've got Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer to continue this market report rolling. Doug, good morning.
Good morning. Well.
How good of a morning is it?
Not so good. Not so good. The CPI came in hot.
Yeah.
So it's apparent that Biden's policies are going to definitely drive us into a recession or depression. So they're going to continue to raise interest rates to try to fight off the recession, depression thing, that bad policy. Only 784 more days, and we can vote. I'm counting on that.
Yeah, but Santa Claus should come quicker than that, wouldn't he?
So lumber's at $550. That's not too cheap. 9 of the 12 railway unions ratified their contracts, so that's kind of good news. The Permian Basin produced more oil than ever before last month, so that's kind of interesting. our oil price really should be a lot lower than it is. It's too bad we can't get it through the pipelines. That would be nice. Maybe we could enjoy $1 or so lower at the pump. That would be nice.
That would be really nice. But I noticed that the gas went up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's curious.
Yeah.
Well, if you got to show inflation so you can cause a recession, that's probably the easiest way to do it, is just do things that raise the price of gasoline to the consumer.
Because then the food price goes up too.
Barclays paid a $2.6 billion fine. That's $2.6 billion fine for selling stock that they were not supposed to sell for individuals they were not supposed to sell it for. $17 billion worth of stock. And, they just said, hey, it's a cost of doing business. We'll make it up somewhere else,
Really?
I guess. Yeah, that's the way things go in the big world of Wall Street and all other places around the world.
Wow.
Yeah, so the stock market's taking a major hit. The dollar's up 120 ticks. That's ugly because interest rates are going to go up. We've been through that already. So that's hurting everything right now. Anyway, the December corn, $6.95.5, down a half a penny. The September 23 corn is $6.47, also down a half a penny. November soybeans, $14.87 3/4, down a half a penny. The March of 23 soybeans, $14.91, that's up a penny. And November of 23 soybeans, $13.94, up 3 cents. December wheat is $8.72 3/4, up 14 cents. And the July of 23 wheat is $8.88.5, up 13. Crude oil, that's down $1.03 at $86.75. Heating oil is $3.52.97, down 7.5 cents. Gasoline is $2.45.5, up a penny. Natural gas $8.35 1/4, up 6.5 cents. Over to currencies, as I mentioned, the U.S. dollar, Canadian exchange rate. The U.S. dollar buys you 131.18 at the border. Remember, we said that was starting to get, better, but not anymore. That's up 127 ticks. The yen at 140. The U.S. dollar buys you 144.21 yen. That's up 138 ticks. The euro broke through $1 again, 99.98, down 121 ticks. The dollar's over 109 again, 109.54. That's up 121 ticks. Gold is at 17.03, down $25.10. Silver's 19.44, down 31 cents. Platinum's at 8.96, down $7.80.
You have a good one, Doug.
I hope.
Much better than the market.
Yep.
Talk to you later. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. The market report has been brought to you by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. 800-234-3280 or go to their website at steinertractor.com. Steiner Tractor, they understand how your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. And by Krizak's house, you got to supply the food for an event coming up? Not a problem. 989-894-5531. That's the number. You tell them what you need. They'll have it ready for you. You can stop by, pick it up, and hey, you'll have a great time at your party because you supplied the food from Krizak's house. Also a great place to dine in, too. Corner of Cass in Michigan on Bay City's south side. Jerry Smolsky joining us right now. And Jerry, I know there was a bulletin that came out toward the tail end of last week. Can you explain to our listeners what that was all about?
Yeah, that was the spotted lanternfly. That's a new pest that's coming in. It was found again down in the Metro Detroit area and primarily on the East Coast. And he's a hitchhiker, so they lay eggs on most anything, and whether it's a pallet or whether it's your car, a lot of things, and then they can come and spread themselves. Now, they love grapes. There's a lot of things they feed on, but agriculture can get to be quite a sorry for the pun, but quite a pest. So be on the lookout. There is a great link, I think. Do you have that, Terry?
Yes. Matter of fact, it's on the farm page. at WSGW.com. So if folks want to take a look at that and read about it, thank you very much for supplying that link. I appreciate it.
Terry, and so oddly enough, when Emerald Ash Borer was coming around, it wasn't in our county. We didn't think we'd see it for a while, and it just showed up about, I'll say a half a mile from the nursery was the first sighting in Bay County. So to think that you won't be able to spot it is untrue. Just keep your eyes open. Hopefully you don't, and hopefully it's not here. But just keep your eyes open, and the sooner we spot it and detect it and start working on it, the better off we're going to be.
Good advice. Jerry, thanks again. We'll talk to you tomorrow, all righty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essex. Phil. Let's slide over to the Rummel Agency right now. Craig Voorhees joining me this morning. Craig, let's talk a little bit about protecting ourselves, all right?
Yes, let's do that, Terry. Apparently my computer heard the market report and it's crashed as well. But, but we're talking about a different kind of protection here. We've got equipment on the road, trucks on the road, harvest going to be ramping up here real quick. If you haven't talked to your agent about an umbrella policy, it's really a good time to do that. The umbrella policy is the only way to increase your liability protection, and liability protection is for lawsuits. You hook the L's together. That's how I remember it. So you max out your policy, your farm policy or auto, usually at $1 million. And the only way, again, to increase that is with an umbrella. They come in $1 million increments, and they're relatively inexpensive compared to other policies. So we're really talking about asset protection and something you should be having that conversation about.
Good advice. Craig, you take care. We'll talk to you again soon, all right?
Okay, Terry, thanks.
You bet. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. We're going to take a quick break, and then Steve Anderson will, I don't know what kind of news he's going to give us, John.
He'll enlighten us.
That's good.
That's a good word.
He's the enlightener, not the enabler, all right? He comes along right after this.
Are you in the market for a new Chevrolet? Do you have a lease coming due? I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick Ambassador with a current update. First, let's talk about inventory. At Cook Chevrolet, you'll find about 60 vehicles in stock and 120 on the way. Now, most of them are Silverado pickups, with inventories at Equinoxes, Blazers, and Traverses starting to increase. Now for the deals. We've got Equinoxes from $228, Blazers from $238, and Crew Cab 4x4s from as low as $373 a month. And Chevy has just announced that they'll pay $1,000 towards Silverado accessories. That means you can get your tonneau cover and running boards for next to nothing. So let me repeat, Equinoxes $228, Blazers $238, pickups $373 a month, and for a limited time, $1,000 off pickup accessories. The Cook GM Superstore, M15 Top of the Hill in Bass.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $2,706 on Equinox, $2,837 on Blazer, $2,995 on Silverado to a signing. Chevy, find new roads.
Let's find out what's going on in New York right now. Steve Anderson, good morning. How are you?
Well, we're in the dark at our offices, so we are now all working from our home offices.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, at least I know I paid my electrical bill.
Well, I'm pretty sure we did too, but I'm looking at the exchange and I'm wondering who paid theirs.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They seem to be a little sad that Saginaw Baird is without power. Dow Jones Industrial Average right now is down 883 points, putting it at 31,500 on volume of 337 million shares. The NASDAQ is down 486 at 11,781. Volume there is 424 million shares. Stocks of local interest, quite a bit of red there too, I'm afraid. Caterpillar, 186.79, down 561. Deere, 368.32, down 571. CMS, 69.14, down 109. Dow, 48.63, down 230. DuPont, 57.53, down 202. Corteva, 63.33, up 122. I had to get an up in there somewhere.
Oh.
GM, 41.01, down 104. Trinzio, 26.34, down 138. Walmart, 136.70, down 138. Home Depot, 284.43, down 13.11. Huntington Bank, 14.16, down 31. And AT&T is down 32 at 1706.
The 4-letter word of the day is ouch.
Ouch. Okay, I thought you were going to say it was down.
Down. That too. Steve, take care. Have a good one, all right?
I will. You do the same.
Will do. We'll be right back.
Tough job? You need a tough tractor. That's what you get with an all-new John Deere compact tractor from Hudson. Ranging from 23 to 66 horsepower, standard 4-wheel drive and diesel engine, it makes light of hard work. Get up to $2,250 off. And did we mention 0% for 84-month financing? Visit your nearest location or find out more at HudsonInc.com. Offer ends October 29th, 2022. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around for that. Now we conclude our program with a playing of our national anthem.